Welcome back to KultureByte. I'm Kevin G. And Antman the Wasp Quantumania recently released, and this is when we see the smallest avenger against the big bad of the multiverse saga, Kang the Conqueror. And I'm here to give you an ending explain, and also we got two post-credit scenes, so I'm here to give you an ending explain on that and some theories. Let's get started. At the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, the Pym family and Cassie escape through a portal back to their realm as Kang attempts to escape through the portal, but Scott stops him, and this is when it becomes a full one-on-one match where Kang is certainly winning, but Scott uses an opportunity to combine a large disc and small disc to destroy the engine, thus destroying the portal. As Kang tries to run again for the portal, Hope appears and starts hitting him with her stingers. Kang gets pulled into his engine and would assume to be death, but remember, no body, no death. I think he's not dead. I feel like maybe possibly he got deeper into the realm, or perhaps he went to a different universe. Scott and Hope are trapped in the quantum realm, but not for long, as Cassie reopens the portal on her side. Somehow this isn't explained, but she brings them back. As Scott is giving his closing monologue, he starts to think about Kang as he says he thinks he's dead, and how Kang said he's the only one that can stop the other versions of himself. And as Scott starts to overthink, he tells himself, nah, it should be fine, but will it be? That's when we get our first post-credits scene. We start to see an arena with other versions of Kang starting to portal like Reed Richards did in the Multiverse of Madness, and this is our first look at the Council of Kangs. We then focus on a separate group of Kangs. The first Kang says, so the exiled one is dead, which is Pharaoh Ramatat, who he was originally deceived as a time-traveling pharaoh from ancient Egypt, who encountered the Fantastic Four. Later, retcon established that Ramatat was a younger version of Kang who had traveled back in time and assumed the persona of Ramatat to rule ancient Egypt. As Ramatat, he possessed advanced technology, mystic abilities that he used to maintain his rule. He clashed with the Fantastic Four and other Marvel heroes on several occasions. Eventually, he would become Kang the Conqueror, pursue a career as a time-traveling conqueror. Ramatat says, are you sure he's dead? Then the second one he's speaking to is a cyborg like Kang, as he says, if it wasn't true, I wouldn't call you. A third Kang walks in and says, none of us killed him. They did. It's Immortus, which he is a future version of Kang, who has dedicated himself to maintaining the proper flow of time, often at the expense of individual lives or events. Immortus has access to advanced technology and has displayed a vast knowledge of the working of time and the multiverse. Immortus has often served as a guide or mentor to the Avengers in their time-traveling adventures. Although his motives are not always clear, he has also clashed with Kang on several occasions, and has sometimes acted as a stabilizing force to prevent Kang from causing too much chaos in the time stream. Overall, Immortus is a complex and enigmatic character who is closely tied to the concept of time travel in the Marvel Universe. Immortus says they're beginning to touch the multiverse, and if we let them, they will take everything we built. So let's stop wasting time. As the three of them all look upon a sacred timeline, then Immortus turns from the windows and says, we're late. As a cyborg-looking Kang says, how many of them did you call? As Immortus answers, all of us. As we can see more Kangs portal in as they all played by Jonathan Majors. And let's just say he does a terrific job portraying them all differently. From Immortus' smoker's voice or Ramatat's smirk to the cyborg with no eyebrow. Then we get a second post-credit scene, which you could look at as a little clip from Loki Season 2, when we see the introduction to Victor Timely and his astounding temporal marvel, as he's showing off a steampunk device, which could potentially be a time travel device that he uses. As he says, time is everything it shapes, our lives, but perhaps we can shape it. As we see Victor Timely is another version of Kang that traveled back in time to January 1st, 1901, where he becomes the mayor of his own town called Timely in Wisconsin. He also establishes businesses and factories called Timely Industries, and he's also closely related to the first Human Torch. Owen Wilson's Morpheus says, this guy, you made him seem terrifying. Then we see Loki say, he is. So these are my thoughts on the movie Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I don't think the Kang in this movie officially died. When we first meet him, he discusses how his engine is a multiversal engine, which could mean he went to a different universe. I'm excited that we got to see the Council of Kangs and how we got to see how there's an inner circle of Kangs working together, and we could potentially see as the Kang Dynasty as each one slowly shows up in the next Marvel titles or shows. With the second post-credit scene, it gives a little glimpse into Loki Season 2 and what he could be doing. We know that he's in a different universe, perhaps, and he might be on a mission with Morbius to find the universe Kang, which could be Victor Timely. I do feel like this movie also made Scott kind of grow up a little bit into a different side of superheroing, because in the beginning of the movie, he is portrayed as like this big hero that saved Earth, but now just does book deals and podcasts while helping Cassie are trying to do more than just that. So I do feel like he kind of got his jump into more becoming a hero. Yeah. And thank you all for watching this video. Please drop a like on this video, guys. Enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Kev Guy. And follow KultureByte on Twitter and Instagram as well. Also, leave me some comments. Let me know what you guys think about Ant-Man and the Wasp post-credit scenes. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.